It's on you. There we go.
What can the quarterbacks do under pressure? We'll get an inside look at that and another look at some second-year players trying to make an impact on the defensive side of the football. All of that and more here on Training Camp Live, presented by American Airlines. Welcome into Training Camp Live, presented by American Airlines. We've got plenty of action already happening behind us on the fields out here in Oxnard. Here's Mickey Spagnola. I'm Kyle Yeomans. Let's get to what you wanted to get to, and that's a little bit of a look inside of the practice for the Cowboys. Now, Mickey, we're looking at a quick drill here. This is the scramble drill, 7-on-7. Quarterbacks are forced to move out of the pocket and hit a guy on the run. What are they getting out of a drill like this?
Yeah, not every play in the NFL comes out cleanly. Like you call this play and everybody runs a route. Well, you never know when the quarterback gets pressure, so you got to scramble around, and the players have to know what to do. Either somebody's going to take off deep or somebody's going to come back to the quarterback. And as you saw, Noah Brown kind of came back to the quarterback there and made a nice sideline catch.
Yeah, you had Will Greer rolling out to his right, coming all the way almost to the sideline, and normally you're going to have a defender or two in your face in that moment, but he was able to deliver a bullet to the sideline for Noah Brown, who had the toe tap grab. All right, let's see what Cooper Rush has in store. Sean McCune is playing some tight end. We've got about the second team, maybe a couple first teamers sprinkled in there on defense. He's rolling to his left. This is his off-balance throw, and there's James Washington, who got a little bit of practice here. Now, do you feel like the quarterbacks benefit most from a drill like this, or is it the wide receivers?
You know what? I think it's equally both. The
Okay.
quarterback knows that he's got to scramble, but the wide receivers have to understand where to go and to stay with them, either come across the field with them or take off deep and give them some options, because the last thing you want to do when the quarterback, say, he's scrambling to the right, you don't want to have him throwing back across his body to the left.
Here's Danucci, and he's going to roll to his non-throwing side, off-balance throw into traffic, and it's bounced off of Ty Freifogel and caught by T.J. Vasher. That's not necessarily scripted, Mick, but hey, it worked out, right?
Yeah. See the benefits of being 6'5", right?
Right place, right time.
Catch like that.
So two great grabs. All right, here's the first team.
Dak's back
at least
quarterback.
Dak. Yeah. Looks like a couple guys scattered throughout in terms of the passing game.
This is a tough drill for the defense to try to stay up. You gotta match up, and you can't lose your guy.
There's Dak left, launches it into an open vicinity. No chance for Dennis Houston. Yeah. So now that the 7-on-7 scramble drill has come to an end, now we get a chance to see guys passing under pressure. And this is going to give us a good look, even without pads, Mickey, of what the defense is going to bring overall. I mean, let's see what the defense can bring on maybe a little added pressure for Dak Prescott.
Yeah, and it looks like they've got their starting linebackers that are in now on this drill, Parsons and Van Der Esch.
Nice PBU of Anthony Brown.
Anthony Brown keeps showing up. Yesterday, he picked off a pass early in one of the drills, and there he goes with knock the pass down.
What are your expectations for AB this season after having a career year last time?
Just keep going. You know, if I remember correctly, he's in the last year of his 3-year deal, and he's awfully good as long as he stays healthy.
Dak again in the shotgun. He's got Rico Dowdle to his left. Plenty of time here. Walled off on the left, and there goes Tristan Hill getting in the backfield, causing some pressure. Jaron Kearse was in the right place at the right time. Dalton Schultz almost had to play defense there.
And there's another advantage of being as tall as Jaron Kearse, right? Because he got those long arms and went up and knocked the ball away. And that's one of the reasons why he's on the field, and one of the reasons why he played the way he did last year.
Taking a look at this offensive line as well. Tyler Biotish at center. We've got Tyler Smith at left guard at the moment. Matt Farniok playing a little right guard.
Yeah, and they're just using a two-man defense to rush to kind of give guys a look. And Farniok just found out how quick Micah Parsons is.
Is that a false start called on Farniok? Is that what that was?
I think he was a little slow start.
They called that play dead prior to Ezekiel Elliott actually making a pretty nice grab.
Good Zeke catch the ball down the field when they were doing that drill a little while ago, and They were throwing to all the receivers. They forgot to throw to Zeke.
Let's look at this battle on the left-hand side here, Alex. If we can look at Kelvin Joseph, number 1 on the defensive side. Let's see who he walls off here. It's Dennis Houston and Simi Fehoko. Looks like he's picking up Houston all over him. They're going to throw it to him anyways. Caught by Houston. Big game for Dennis Houston up on Kelvin Joseph. That's not necessarily a great sign for the second year.
And the worst part of it was if I was referee over there, he would have got a holding call because he wrapped his arm right around him. You can't do that. Can't be handsy in the NFL.
Let's see if he can redeem himself a little bit here. Can we ISO on Kelvin Joseph coming out of here? I'm interested to see if it's back to Dennis Houston or maybe another Simi Fehoko look. Looks like he's going to man up on Houston.
Now. They're not stacked.
Let's see what we can do here with this ISO one-on-one.
Noah Brown in motion.
Houston with a good start, but they don't go his direction. Instead, they dump it off underneath to Shampkin.
And there was Jabril Cox. He's getting an opportunity. They didn't put him on PUP. He's coming back from that ACL, and he's on the field. And, he keeps showing up where the ball is, and that's what you want to see out of your linebacker.
And, again, this is passing under pressure, an opportunity for the quarterbacks to kind of get somebody in their face and throw over the top.
Well,
it's been Cooper Rush at the moment.
Why do they only have 2 guys rushing?
I think it's just for the looks, Mick. It's for the visuals. Here comes Parsons and Dorrance Armstrong. And a bullet right up the middle to Noah Brown. That was Cooper Rush at quarterback, and he found Brown in a tight window.
And he caught it because that thing came in hot.
Let's see what the –
So we're switching up again. So you got Donovan Wilson and Curse at safety.
Yeah.
Kelvin Joseph still out there at corner.
You got A.B., Jordan
Diggs.
Lewis, and Diggs.
So
and Dak Prescott back at quarterback.
It looks like they put Joseph in the slot.
Dak looking for CD deep down the far sideline, and little push and tug there from Trayvon Diggs. No flag thrown, though.
You know, that's going to be a good matchup for us to watch during training camp.
It was last year.
I know, and those 2 guys will go at it. They're both ultra competitive, especially on those deep balls. It's like, all right, CD was showing number 1 receiver quality using his hands to get separation.
Nobody better to go up against than Trayvon Diggs. Diggs stays in. CD Lamb takes a bit of a breather. Back at Dak Prescott. He's got Zeke to his right. Puts a man in motion, and it looks like they had a substitution.
Didn't want to play 7-on-7.
Substitution mishap. That's okay. This is training camp. You get these things out of the way now, right?
Now, they've got the first-team line in there, and Tyler Smith is at left guard. That's where the competition's going with Connor Williams.
Or Connor
McGovern, excuse me.
That's okay. He's been at left guard for a couple of seasons now, right? Here's Dak. 3-step drop, plenty of time, and there's Zeke. Leighton Vander Esch, right place, right time to make that tackle, or he would have been.
Touched up, right?
Had a really nice season last year, got better as the year went along, and then, of course, in the offseason really showed out more like what we had seen in the early parts of his career. What do you expect out of Leighton Vander Esch this year?
He's an interesting story because he was a free agent, and he signed just a 1-year deal.
Yeah.
And so, he's kind of betting on himself this year to be able to prove himself again in free agency.
All right, let's watch this last play, and then we'll wrap things up.
Rushing Parsons. And
there he comes. He would have been there, and there was a tight window either way. Diggs all over Dennis Houston.
Boy, he made a move to the inside. That was special.
Oh, man, Micah Parsons looking special again as we wrap things up here on Training Camp Live. Special thanks for joining us. Again, Mickey Spagnola, I'm Kyle Yeomans. Mickey, what are your thoughts over what you've seen in practice today?
Yeah, I like the pace. They're moving. They're getting a lot in. And one of the things Mike McCarthy mentioned was the fact that they got an 11-hour window.
Yeah.
So you got to keep going. You ain't got time to mess around and have too many water breaks, right? You got to keep practicing if you're going to use your 11 hours.
It's got to be efficient. The Cowboys have certainly shown that here early in Oxnard. Again, for Mickey Spagnola, Alex Lilly behind the camera, I'm Kyle Yeomans. Thanks for joining us on this edition of Training Camp Live.